Hello everyone, today we're making organic baked mac and cheese with chicken and broccoli. So the ingredients is 1 pound of dry pasta, half a cup of butter, 1/2 cup of flour, 1.5 cups of half and a half, 2.5 cups of milk, a tablespoon of mustard, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, 4 cups of shredded cheese, 1 cup of Parmesan cheese, and 2 cups of Monterey Jack, and a 1/3 cup of breadcrumbs, 2 cups of chicken broth, and a pound of broccoli. So that is your ingredients for the recipe today. And here I am cooking up your noodles. So you got to cook up the noodles as per package. Now I'm making my cheese roux with butter and flour. So we're going to melt our butter in our pan, and I'm using my Dutch oven because there's a lot of, macaroni there. So we're just going to melt it in our pan. Add our flour to it, which is a half a cup of flour. So we're basically going to make a roux with it, which is a thickener for our baked mac and cheese. I'm going to let it cook for a couple minutes to get that flour taste out and make it smell like that nutty smell. About a minute in or 2 minutes in, you can start to smell the nuttiness of the flour and the butter. And then we're going to add our half and half next, which is 1.5 cups of half and half. Then we're going to add our milk after that. Just checking on the noodles. Those are elbow noodles, by the way. Now we're using our organic 2% milk. That's 2.5 cups. And we got our cheese coming up next. So we're going to give all that a stir. Just stir it in, and you'll notice that it'll start to thicken up with that flour mixture. I'm using a whisk to get it all the lumps out. Our noodles are all ready. Just gonna let them sit there in the pan until we're ready for them. Add in the mustard to the roux. Of course, all these ingredients are organic. The dried pasta was a non-GMO pasta. It's hard to find elbow macaroni noodles that are complete organic. I'm adding my salt, our seasonings right now, and add in our pepper. That's cracked pepper. There's my Monterey Jack cheese. That's 2 cups. Monterey Jack is a really nice cheese and melts really fast. It's pretty tasty. And here comes our Parmesan cheese. That's 1 cup. It ended up being the whole container, so I added the whole container. You can use fresh Parmesan cheese also. I just didn't have any on hand, so I just bought pre-shredded. See how the sauce is becoming thick now? As we add the cheese, it gets thicker. There's our 2 cups of cheese. then we got to add one more, which is 4 cups of cheese of the sharp cheddar cheese. And everything I use is white. White cheddar. There's our broccoli. We're going to put our broccoli in our pan at the bottom, and then we're going to add chicken, and that's my canned chicken that I canned up myself. I'm going to add that to the pan, and then we're just going to put the noodles in, and then we're going to the noodles with the sauce and give it a good mix, and then we're going to put all of that together in the pan. And this mixture usually makes 2 9x13 pans. I make enough, or it makes enough to make 2 pans, so you can use half of it in one pan and a half in the other. So I'm just putting it all in, half of it in the pan, the 9x13 pan, and then we're just gonna give it a good mix. Mix all the ingredients together. Once we get half of it in there, that was about half. We gave it a good mix, and now we're going to make some breadcrumbs for it. I'm showing you that you could do another pan, so it does make enough for 2 9x13 pans. So if you want to mix one, bake one for today, and then do another day, you can do that. Put it in the freezer, and it'll keep in the freezer really well for another meal. So that's good. This recipe makes 2 pans, which is nice. It's a hack I have to make some breadcrumbs. Those are garlic buttered croutons. All I do is smash them, and then I throw them on top. You got some flavored breadcrumbs there instead of buying breadcrumbs that don't have any flavor. So that's what I like to do. So put the oven on 400 and put it in the oven and bake it for 30 to 45 minutes. I baked up 2 because all my granddaughters were here and they really, really love it. So normally I would just make 1 for me and my husband, but I did bake up both of them because they love it that much. There it is, all plated up. So hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.